Stars in Their Eyes. Please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
Hello, my little Pop-Tarts, and welcome to an historic Stars in Their Eyes special. For the last 12 years, we've taken musical wannabes and turned them into pop stars, but tonight we're taking real pop stars and turning them into musical wannabes. And you won't believe the lineup we've got lined up to walk through those famous doors. Between them, tonight's pop star guests have had 9 number ones, 36 top 10s, and spent a total of 563 weeks in the charts. That works out to over 10 years of non-stop hits. They come from the new romantics to the new millennium, and we're making pop fantasies come true for a superstar DJ, an international boy band, a rock goddess, a pop princess, and an icon of the 20th century. We know tonight's stars can sing as themselves, but can they walk the walk in someone else's strappy heels, sandals, buffalo boots, or platforms? We're about to find out. The Brit Awards made our first star Best Female Artist of 2001, so it's official. You couldn't kick off any show with anyone better than pop star guest number 1.
My mum always used to play music around the house. So there's always music in my life. I've always been a great fan of music. In the 90s, in the early 90s, I was fortunate enough to be in a band that was quite successful. Around that time, I started DJing as well. So I started getting really heavily involved in that, and that sort of started doing really well for me. Last year was a phenomenal year for me. I released an album, and off the album I released a single which done amazing around the world. It was a massive hit all over the world. It's happening and it's working, and I'm happy. I'm a huge fan of the artist I'm going to be tonight, and this was the first record I ever bought, and I've loved this woman from that moment till now. She's been a big influence on me, and I'm just happy to be able to be her for a few moments in time.
In the year 2000, this lady's hit single outsold Robbie Williams, S Club 7, Craig David, and Eminem. It can only be Sonique! You know, there's going to be so many girls watching out there tonight, and they're going to so want to be in your position. Yeah. But it took you ages to achieve success, didn't it?
Oh, it took a while. I mean, I wanted to learn to write songs and stuff like that. And, you know, you got to know exactly who you want to be as well. And you've got to really believe in who you are. So it took a bit of time, yes.
Yeah, well, you were in a group, but you had hits in a group as well.
Yeah, I had S Express, which was a good band. I learned a lot and sort of knew what to do in front of the camera, even though I still get nervous, but...
You do get nervous?
Yeah.
You nervous tonight?
Yeah.
Great. But, of course, after people see you here tonight, those girls are going to be jamming the phone lines, because we've never had a Sonique on the show.
Please.
So what... would you like to see yourself?
I would love that.
Well, what advice would you give them, then?
Always believe in yourself. You know, always believe in yourself, because no one ever believes in you more than yourself. And I always think that that's what kind of got me through.
Absolutely, but you're going to have to believe in somebody else tonight.
Yes.
So has this woman had any kind of influence on you?
Yes. What I liked about her, she was like the first woman to have put electro music and soulful voice together, which is what got me into her.
Yeah. Well, that's just a few clues there. So tell me a bit more about this person.
She was born LaDonna Gaines in 1948. She had 3 consecutive #1 albums in America.
She was the first woman to do that?
Yes, she was.
And what was she known as?
She was known as the Queen of the Disco.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Sonique.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Donna Summer.
Donna Summer! From feeling so good to feeling love. Tonight, singing live, Sonique is Donna Summer!
sweating.
Well, you've made history twice now. First, with your record, Feels So Good. And secondly, tonight, because you are the first real pop star who has ever walked through those famous doors. And it's not easy, is it?
It's not.
No?
Anyway.
No, but you've got to believe in yourself.
You have to.
And you're quite right about that.
Yeah.
And I know Donna Summer's been a great influence on you.
She has.
You paid her back in full tonight. It was a fantastic tribute.
Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sonny Kaz, Donna Summer! Now, here come not one, but 4 pop stars. They've sold over 1 million singles in the UK and had hits from Torquay to Tokyo. Like Sonic, they're Brit Award winners too. But all that counts for nothing when they walk through those famous doors. We know they can cut it as one of the biggest bands of the millennium, but can they become one of the biggest bands of all time? Ready or not, here they come. Star guests, number 2.
Well, we formed a band about 3 years ago and actually released our first ever single 2 years ago. And since then, we've had just an amazing amount of success.
And we're just very, very pleased and very happy. And we've got such a great, loyal fan base.
We're very fortunate in our group to all songwrite, and we songwrite as often as we can, either by ourselves or as a group. I think that's the best time we spent together ever, is just songwriting together, definitely.
The band that we're going to be tonight is a bit of a challenge, actually, because they were probably the biggest band of all time.
Over the last month, we've been studying videos of the group we're going to be tonight and trying to just like lock down their characteristics, because they have lots and lots of famous characteristics, especially their hair. We've had wigs especially made. I don't think we could have grown our hair in time to make them hairstyles, so we're going to have to buy the wigs, but hopefully we're going to be able to pull it off. Cheers, lads.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man.
Please welcome the band with 2 number 1s, 7 consecutive top 10 hits and counting. Mark, Paul, Christian and Ben, better known as A1! We did see on that film that you lived together 24/7.
Yep.
You're in each other's pockets. I think it's time we had a bit of group therapy here. If you want to share anything with us. Is there anything that annoys you about the others, Mark, I'm wondering?
Well, you know, I know this is going to sound a little bit like of a cop-out, but we actually do get on very well. We're very close friends, even though we're together, 24/7. It's true.
Are you
It's true.
sure?
Well, I've got to say something.
What?
We actually all used to live together
Yeah.
for a short while, and Ben is so untidy, it's unbelievable, and he never ever clips his toenails.
This is true.
Yeah.
Mark is so tidy, it's unbelievable, and he just insisted on clipping Ben's toenails. And Christian kept this Norwegian brown goat's cheese in the fridge.
yeah.
And after about a week, everything just tasted of
That
it. It
was
was
pretty bad.
disgusting.
This is what we
This is what you want,
want.
eh? This is what you want,
Yes. Well, the group that you're going to be tonight know all about Fan Mania.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me a bit about them.
Well, let's give you some clues. The 2 main songwriters actually met at a church fete in Woolton.
Their first recording was as a backing group for Tony Sheridan.
Their last compilation album has become the world's fastest-selling LP of all time.
They started as Johnny and the Moondogs before becoming the Silver Beatles.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight, boys.
Well, tonight, Matthew, we are going to be...
The Beatles.
The Beatles! Fantastic Four become Fab Four as tonight, singing live, A1 are the Beatles!
Help, I need somebody help, not just anybody help, you know I need someone help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured, and now I find I changed my mind, I've opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Everything seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. And now the lazy guns, I'm not so self-assured. And now I find I changed my mind, I've opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me.
That was extraordinary. It was extraordinary. And the work you've put in. I mean, I know, Ben, you've learned to play the guitar the long way.
The bass.
Yeah. And you've got the moody stare, George's moody stare. Yeah, that's the one. And Paul, what are you doing, Paul? You learned to play the drums especially for this.
Yeah.
And the wobble. You like the
Yeah,
wobble.
I do
And your vocals are pure Lennon. Honestly, there are tribute bands who do this professionally. I have never seen a better tribute to the Beatles in my life. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. A1-Us, the Beatles! We've seen 5 pop stars become 5 other pop stars, and to quote Sonique, it feels so good. We'd like to have seen Daniel O'Donnell as Madonna, but never mind. To us, he'll always be like a virgin. So hang on to your seats, because there's still plenty of chart changes on the way, with a multi-million selling rock chick and a singer from Britain's biggest pop export. We're going supernova in 2 minutes. I can't wait. The Stars in Their Eyes Pop Stars Special. If you missed part 1, you missed history in the making. We're creating a new form of celebrity duet. You only need one singer to become 2 stars. Our next superstar knows all about making history. Her original band tore up the rule book when they became the first all-girl act to score a #1 album on the US Billboard charts. And when they split, she just got more successful than ever. So live and direct from the Big Apple, pop star guest number 3.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth?
I was born in Hollywood, California, and am currently living in the south of France, but I still travel around the world all the time singing. I grew up loving music, and my first band had no idea how to sing, but my only choice was singing and playing the drums, and I decided to sing, and that's how I started. I ended up being the lead singer of the first really successful all-girl group in the US. I went on to a solo career in the 80s and ended up having 7 top 10 UK hits. More recently, I reformed the group that I had originally started with, and I'm currently touring with that group in America. I'm really looking forward to tonight because I love this program. It's funny, it's amusing, it's smart, and I'm honored to be performing tonight. It's me.
Please welcome the singer with more gold and platinum on her walls than Fort Knox have in their vaults, Belinda Carlisle! This is not the first time we have had a Belinda Carlisle on this stage.
I know.
This was a girl called Elaine Rennie, and she's from North Shields. She was a busker. She was on Series 9. She got into the final. But you did something fantastic for her, and it meant everything to her. And I want you to see this.
We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Fantastic. Do you know what this is? These are the flowers actually sent by Belinda Carlisle.
Really?
I need to have this, yes. And this is the fact she
Thank you,
said.
Belinda.
She said, best of luck for tonight. I hope you win.
Really?
Love, Belinda. And that's her
I love you
signature
too.
on there. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Well done. And she really does love you. What a nice woman. Isn't this a lovely person?
Wow, she did a great job.
Well, we know that she can do the singing, but what about our job? But did we get her right?
Capri pants next time.
Oh, capri pants.
Yeah, but she had the bustier down, she had the scarf, and it was a great job. She did a great job, and I was very flattered when I saw her do it.
It must be even odder being on this stage, about to be somebody else.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Well, she was born in New Jersey in 1938. She was the original Italian-American queen of pop and also the best-selling female artist of the 50s and 60s.
Do you have a connection with this woman?
Well, she was one of my favorites. I grew up listening to her records. Does that date me?
Hardly at all.
Her 45s.
And I can't believe that you're going to make your son so proud tonight. Tell us, Belinda, who you're going to be.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Connie Francis.
Connie Francis! From Punk Chick to Prom Queen tonight, singing live, Belinda Carlisle is Connie Francis!
Lipstick on your collar, told the tale on you. Lipstick on your collar,
done.
Thank you.
That transformation is astonishing.
Like the wig?
I love the wig. How does that make you feel when you look in the mirror dressed like that?
It makes me want to cut my hair like this.
Really?
Yeah.
You said you were very flattered when you saw somebody doing you. I think Connie Francis will be very, very
Oh, that's
flattered
so
by
sweet.
that
Well, thank you.
performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Belinda Carlisle as Connie Francis. Let's just say that one more time. Belinda Carlisle as Connie Francis. I can't believe I just said that. Usually, this show is about revealing a hidden talent, but we already know tonight's star guests can get their tonsils round a tune. So this is about discovering a hidden voice we never knew they had. And this next voice won't stay hidden for long. With 2 #1 hits, 10 top 10s, and over 170 weeks in the UK charts, if you want superstars, it's 2 for the price of 1 with pop star guest number 4.
I'm 24 years old and I've been with a very successful band for the past 4.5 years. In that time we've had 16 hit singles and 3 multi-platinum selling albums, and we've sold 12 million records worldwide. And on top of that, you may know some of our dance moves. When I'm not performing, I love to shop, and I'm a little bit renowned for being a shopaholic. So that is my hobby, if you can call it that. The person I'm going to be today is my childhood idol. Lots of people over the last few years have said I sound a little bit like this person, and I would always say she has inspired me to go on and do what I do and just to sing, because I think she had a real love for singing, and so do I. I'm a little bit nervous about today's performance because this is the first time in 4.5 years that I've sang on my own, and I don't want to mess up. Hello!
For the last 4 years, success has been spelt S-T-E-P-S. And here's 1/5 of those steps, Claire Richards. Okay, Claire, you are finally here, about to say, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be... And I say finally because you've had your eyes on those doors for some time, haven't you?
I have. A very, very long time ago, when I was about 16, I applied for Stars in Your Eyes.
Who asked?
Barbra Streisand.
When you were 16?
Yes.
And anybody else?
I think, because you have to put kind of a second option, I think put Cher down. Basically, anybody I could think of. I was just...
I would love to have seen that, but that's really weird because you were applying as someone else, and now people are applying as you. In fact, there's somebody coming up on the next series. Would you have any advice for her?
I think I would just say, have fun, really enjoy yourself. You've got to get the nose wrinkle.
I'll do it first.
I can't do it unless I'm singing. It just looks really stupid.
So you wrinkle your nose when you sing?
Yeah, I do. It's really strange.
Oh, you do? Oh, right.
Just kind of little wrinkle. So she's got to get that, and she'd be fine.
What advice would you give her about dealing with H, for instance?
Everyone can deal with H. He's really, really nice. It's their first day off. The rest of the band, their first day off in about 2 months, and he came all the way up here just to support me. So
And there he is now,
in the
top
audience.
bloke H. Well done. And what advice are you giving to yourself because you're having a terrible time with your nerves, aren't you?
I am. I'm very, very nervous. I'm really scared. It's the first time in a very long time that I've been on stage all by myself, so I'm just kind of trying to stay calm.
And not only by yourself, but as somebody else.
Yes.
So tell me a bit about this person.
She started off as a drummer,
Mm-hmm.
and she will always be remembered as one half of the biggest selling brother-sister duo of all time.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Claire.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Karen Carpenter.
Karen Carpenter! It's only just begun as tonight, singing live, Claire Richards is Karen Carpenter!
as the radio. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you were coming back this weekend, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Loneliness is such a sad affair, and I can hardly wait to be with you again. What to say to make you come again? Come back to me again and play your sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you were coming back this weekend, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you were coming back this weekend, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do.
You know, when I got up this morning, I thought, ooh, goody, tonight all the professionals are on. There'll be no nerves at all. You were a little bit frightened then, weren't you? There's no need to look so smug, H. You're next. I thought that was an extraordinary piece of work, and you should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Good girl. Thank you. Thank you. Can I go now, please? Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Richards as Karen Carpenter. Remember this night because you'll never see the like again. We've seen Claire from Steps, but if only we could have got H to appear as Jamiroquai. I'd have to say H-U-R-J-K, but then I'd be Carol Vorderman on Countdown. After the break, we're making a 25-year ambition finally come true for our last star guest. He's now a club legend, but when he was a teenager, he dreamt of becoming his idol, and in 3 minutes, he will. 2 worldwide superstars in one after the break. It's Cole to Newcastle and Eyeliner to Manchester, so don't go anywhere. Bye. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes, turning pop stars into pop stars. We tried to bring you Billy Piper as Maurice Gibb from the Bee Gees, but frankly, Maurice Piper is a bit of a spud. But what more could you want? We've already seen 4 pop pretenders, and here comes the last to put themselves in the spotlight. Is there anybody on the planet who doesn't know the name and voice of pop star guest number 5?
I always wanted to sing. I mean, I sang from when I was a little kid. I used to do shows on my parents' doorstep to my friends. I was a born show-off. Well, I've been in a very successful band. We've had a few awards and done a few tours, and we've been, I suppose, quite majorly successful. I chose this person because I've been a fan of him since I was 11 years old. I used to sit outside his house. I've been to every single concert he's ever done. I've remained a fan all my life. I'm just in awe of him and got a lot of respect for him. I think Stars in the Rise is a really fun show. I always watch it. I think some of the people on the show are fantastic, and you know, it's just entertainment, and I'm not sort of coming on to kind of, you know, prove anything or be better than anybody. I just want to have a laugh.
Please welcome the face that changed the face of pop, Boy George! So, after 12 years of doing this show, we finally get a pop star on who can tell us how it feels when they see themselves on the show. It must be really weird.
I'm always flattered when people do me on Stars in the Rise, and I always get phone calls from all my friends telling me to turn over, you're being done.
Because you're on that.
Yeah.
There's a lovely boy called Johnny Robinson who was from 1993. He was a chef from Henley, and he got on the final. Can we have a little look at him now?
Come a chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Nothing would be easy if your colors are like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
What do you think of him, George?
Frog is a masterpiece.
Yes, it is something to behold. We also had a banana quality controller who became...
I've known a few of those.
I expect you have. In your time. He was in the 2000 series, and he was, in fact, a friend of your brother's, and he rang your mother for advice. Here he is now.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Precious kisses, words that burn me. Love could never ask you why.
Nice voice.
Lovely voice, yes. And it
See
was...
those notes that I don't do anymore?
Well, you're not going to have to tonight because you're going to be this other person, and this is a real labour of love for you tonight, isn't it? You've admired this man for years and years since you were a teenager. What is the greatest change that's going to happen to you tonight?
Well, I'm going to shave off my eyebrows.
Okay. That's a big sacrifice, and I know you've worked really hard. You've put the makeup together yourself. You've put the clothes together yourself. Tell me a bit about this man.
Well, he was born in Brixton in 1947. He has 2 different coloured eyes. He floated his songs on the stock exchange and made a fortune. And he also refused to be put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So quite a controversial chap.
Not unlike yourself.
Absolutely.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight, George.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be David Bowie.
David Bowie! 2 icons for the price of 1. As tonight, singing live, Boy George is David Bowie!
You know what time it was and lights were low. Oh, oh. I leaned back on my radio. Oh, oh. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll out of soul, he said. And the lights on did seem to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. That was no teaching. That was his, that cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it. Let the children use it. Let all the children move it. I had to phone someone, so I picked on you. If that's forever, so you heard him too. Switch on your TV. We may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. We can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in flight. Alright. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He likes to come and meet us, the children use it. Let all the children boogie. Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worth what he told me. Let the children lose it. Let the children use it. Let all the children boogie.
You know what's happening right now? David Bowie's phone is going like mad. They're ringing up and going, quick, quick, you're on.
And my legs are shaking. I'm almost falling off these heels.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Girls, I don't know how you do it.
This is fantastic. And it's the fact that you always wanted to be David Bowie. In fact, you did say you should have an A level in this, man.
It's the only thing I passed at school was A-level Bowie, yes.
Was it everything you'd hoped it would be?
Absolutely, and more.
And for us too.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, Boy George as David Bowie! Just like the charts, only one pop star can be #1. Before we discover who's pick of the pops, let's find out how one pop star can become another in the wink of an eye, or even a little longer. All our stars have got shelves groaning with awards, but now it's the moment for our studio audience to give one of our great pretenders the biggest prize on TV, the title of Stars in Their Eyes Pop Stars Champion. For the first time, they have a pop star in their hands. So, studio audience, cast your votes now. All our pop stars have tribute acts, but while the studio audience vote, let's see how those stars paid a tribute of their own. First, Sonique cleared the decks to become Donna Summer. A1 took a long and winding road to be the Beatles.
Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me?
A bit of lipstick and a lot of talent made Belinda Carlisle Connie Francis. Claire Richards stepped into the shoes of Karen Carpenter. And Boy George was his hero just for one day, David Bowie.
Let the children lose it. Let the children use it. Let all the children boogie.
So who will be the superstar and take home the crown? Will it be Donna Summer, the Beatles, Connie Francis, Karen Carpenter, or David Bowie? And the winner is David Bowie! Steady down those stairs. Oh, I'm so thrilled.
You're thrilled.
You know David Bowie watches this programme, don't you?
Well, I hope he does.
No, he likes to know who's going to be him. Okay. And I think you've probably thrown down the gauntlet now, because I think, David, perhaps you could come on and perhaps you, George. What do you think? No. No, it would be a good idea. Thank you so much for all the work you put in.
I really, really wanted to win. Thank you, audience, for making me win. God bless you.
And you really, really deserve to win as well. Good man. Been an unforgettable evening. Our thanks to Sonique as Donna Summer, A1 as the Beatles, Belinda Carlisle as Connie Francis, and Claire Richards as Karen Carpenter. But for tonight, the stage belongs to the pop star with 2 personalities and 2 voices. Ladies and gentlemen, Boy George as David Bowie. Good night.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. Oh, oh. I leaned back on my radio. Oh, oh. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll out of Solitaire. Then the lights on did seem to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. That was no DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. Let me see your hand. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Woo! I had to phone someone, so I picked on you. Ooh, ooh. Hey, that's far out, so you heard him too. Ooh, ooh. Switch on your TV, we may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your daddy, or he'll get us locked up in fight. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.